Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, the Sinister Minister, Mr. J Sinister, and I'm back. Let's just get the cat out the bag. Let's get it out the way. AEW Fight Forever is coming. It's fast approaching. But you know what? I'm sick of these motherfuckers on the internet. I'm sick of these internet darlings. I'ma just call them that. I'm sick of these motherfuckers running their motherfucking mouth about a game that ain't even out. The game ain't out. So you don't have any leeway. You don't have a say-so on a motherfucking game that ain't out. You don't. You don't. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what your status is. The game is not out. You can't listen to some motherfucking body who claimed that they got the game. And just because they showed you some written motherfucking Reddit messages, that proves that they got the game early and now they playing it and now you going off of every motherfucking thing that they say. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You don't physically have the game, so there's nothing for you to fucking critique. There's nothing for you to critique. I'm sick of you motherfuckers. Y'all been bitching for the last 10 years about how trash the 2K servers was, how they don't have this in the game, how they don't have that in the game, how they keep taking wrestlers out, and how we gotta pay for them again, and all this bullshit. Y'all been bitching for the last 10 years about 2K. Now, I'll admit the shit. I'll admit it. I am a motherfucking WWE fan. I have been since the motherfucking since the late 80s. I have been, because I'm a motherfucking 80s baby. So I ain't okay, so I've been a motherfucking fan of WWE for a very long time. Since the early 90s. I'll say that. You know. And there was a point where in my eyes they couldn't do no wrong. And motherfucking week between Raw and SmackDown, some shit was popping off. Everything was Gucci. You know, they done fell off. I felt like the only thing we got booming on TV right now is the Bloodline storyline, and that shit is dope. And I'll probably do another video on that. I don't know, but that's gold. But back to the video game. I too am, not appreciative of the fact that, we had Sid Vicious in the game and now he gone. We don't have him no more. I don't know why we can't get the Road Warriors in the game. There's a lot of things that 2K from the WWE side need to improve on. Online is one of them. I'll agree there too. But y'all been bitching for the last 10 years about how trash the online servers is and how it's this and it's that's upsetting y'all as consumers. And now we got motherfucking AEW Fight Forever on the horizon and y'all still want to complain. You still want to fucking complain. You bitching about the fact that they graphics don't look like 2K graphics. Why? Why are you bitching about that? Why are you bitching about that? Why are you bitching about that? Cause guess what? I'm gonna give you a perfect motherfucking example of why you don't need to be bitching. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Because WWF No Mercy for the Nintendo 64 don't look like SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, but I guarantee motherfucking you will play the fuck out of WWF No Mercy. Think about that. Think about that. As it stands today, today. You're not finna fucking sit there and tell somebody who been watching wrestling since I was knee high to a motherfucking grasshopper. You're not finna sit there and tell me that two of the greatest wrestling games that were ever created, who are graphically beyond, they on two different sides of the motherfucking spectrum. But they're both enjoyable motherfucking wrestling games. So just because WWF No Mercy don't look like don't look like Here Comes the Pain, you not finna play it? That's bullshit. Bullshit. You would still play it. If you have access, if you have a copy of WWF No Mercy and you have a Nintendo 64 with all its working components, and you can hook that game up to your motherfucking beautiful ass flat screen TV, you're gonna fucking play that game and you're gonna fucking enjoy it. You don't give a fuck about how the graphics look. Conversely, if you have a PS2 with all its working components and you have a pristine copy of Here Comes the Pain that's going to play and it's not scratched up or fucked up in any way, and you find a way to hook up your PS2 to that gorgeous ass flat screen TV that you got, you're gonna play the fuck out of you're gonna play the fuck out of Here Comes the Pain. You're gonna play the fuck out of Here Comes the Pain, and you're gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. So don't give me this bullshit that you can't enjoy a motherfucking game just because it's graphically not on par with one of the last motherfucking games you played. I'm sick of this bullshit being spread around. I'm sick of that narrative being spread around that graphics is, y'all sitting around here acting like graphics are the end all be all of motherfucking video games. No. Horizon Zero Dawn looks beautiful. Forbidden West, that shit look gorgeous. The last two God of War games, 2018 God of War and Ragnarok, they look gorgeous. But guess what? They're also fun fucking games to play. They're fun fucking games to play. You play video games. You don't sit there and motherfucking get achievements just by looking at your fucking TV screen. Cut that shit out, man. Kill that noise with all that, oh, the graphics don't look like this, so the game is shit. No, fuck that. Activision make Call of Duty. And EA makes motherfucking Battlefield. So because Battlefield don't look like Call of Duty, you not gonna play it? But what if Battlefield got some shit in the game, and I'm pretty sure they do. They got some shit in their game that Call of Duty don't have. Something that may appeal to you, that makes you want to play that game. But because it's not graphically on par with Call of Duty, you're not going to play it? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'll be the first motherfucker to admit it. 2K don't know what the fuck they doing. They don't know what the fuck they doing with motherfucking wrestling games. Nobody on 2K's team or Take-Two Interactive know a damn lick of shit about motherfucking wrestling games. There's one motherfucker who knows something about wrestling games, and he just came back to that company, which is why we have the gloriousness that we have as far as motherfucking 2K23. That's Brian Williams. He know what it take to make a good wrestling game, and that's the only motherfucker on their team. Between every motherfucking body that makes up the 2K company and Take-Two Interactive, that's the only motherfucker amongst all those people who know a damn lick of shit about wrestling games. And I'ma stand on that. That's just my motherfucking opinion. Don't nobody else at 2K and Take-Two Interactive, not only do they not know a damn lick of shit about wrestling games, they don't give a fuck about wrestling games. Because if they did, they would see that there is a audience for online play, and they would cater to that. They would cater to it and make their servers better so that we can have an enjoyable online experience, because not everybody can burn their motherfucking gas going to their buddy's motherfucking house like we did back in the goddamn day. We don't all live on the same damn block. We don't live right up the street from each other no more. So ain't nobody finna burn their motherfucking gas to go to their buddy's house to chill out with them and play their motherfucking wrestling game. So you mitigate us not being able to do that by giving us good online service with our fucking wrestling games. The fuck are you doing? But the game AEW Fight Forever, back to that. Excuse my rant, but back to that. The game AEW Fight Forever ain't came out, and all I see is motherfuckers online running a motherfucking mouth about how the creation suite is limited. Okay. But you're basing that on the sole fact that just like 2K, they don't have a community creation. Why the fuck do you want that? If you want a game, you want a wrestling game with fucking community creations in it, then go fucking play a 2K wrestling game, stupid ass. I don't get this shit. You want to sit here, y'all want to sit up here and fucking bitch about how 2K is horrible and they need to do this, that, and the third in order to make you feel better as a consumer. And here's this other wrestling game and you want it. It sounded to me like you want AEW Fight Forever to be a carbon copy of what the fuck WWE2K is. My answer to my rebuttal to that is, for what? For what? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So you want AEW Fight Forever to have a creation suite. You want them to have updated genre defining motherfucking graphics. And then you want them to have a plethora of motherfucking match types. Well, guess what? If they do all that, then I'm pretty sure their online component of the game is going to fall short. Then what you gonna do? You're gonna fucking complain. I'm gonna tell you right now how 2K fixes their online server problem. I'm gonna tell you right now how they fix it. As much as I like it, they need to get rid of my faction and they need to get rid of community creations. If they get rid of those two fucking components, I'm pretty sure they can put a little bit more manpower into making the online servers playable for us to the point where we don't feel like it's a waste of fucking time. Spending 20 motherfucking minutes to look for a normal one-on-one match. What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? That makes absolutely no sense. Not to a motherfucker like me. To a kid, it probably don't mean shit, but to a motherfucker like me, that's ridiculous. I'm sitting here waiting 20 minutes to play a online one-on-one normal match. You're looking, you got all these supposed players. The player base is booming for WWE2K23. And you can't find me one motherfucker to wrestle. You can't find me one motherfucking player to wrestle in an online one-on-one match. I gotta sit in and wait 20 minutes for that? No. So for that, I get it. But I'm almost, I think that motherfucking the online component, the playability, the servers for AEW Fight Forever, I think that shit gonna be glorious. Yeah, I think that shit gonna be glorious. You're going to be able to get into motherfucking matches quick. You know, you're going to be able to fucking, you know, you're just going to be able to have a good time with your buddies and shit. Like you're supposed to. It all comes down to preference, man. You want a game with a deep-ass creation suite and community creations and motherfucking genre-defining motherfucking graphics, go play a motherfucking 2K wrestling game. And deal with their shitty-ass motherfucking servers. And then come back 2 days later and complain about how shitty they fucking servers are. Get on motherfucking Twitter and fucking complain. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. The only reason why you want the only reason why you want AEW Fight Forever to have a community creations is so that you can create WWE wrestlers and put them in the fucking game. Or you too motherfucking impatient and you want to put somebody in the game from the AEW roster who you felt like should have been on the base roster, and that's fine. But from what I'm hearing, you get 100 creative character slots. One person ain't finna take 24 hours out of their day and play with 100 motherfucking creative characters. You ain't finna do that. So because your life too busy for you to fucking do that, you might want to shut the fuck up about the fact that AEW Fight Forever ain't got no creation suite. And you know who the fuck you are. You might want to shut the fuck up that AEW Fight Forever ain't got the same graphical fidelity that motherfucking 2K games got. They're made by different companies. So you might want to shut the fuck up. I would much rather, me as a hardcore wrestling fan, as a diehard wrestling fan, I would much rather take a company who got 30 years of experience on making motherfucking wrestling games, Ukes, over a company that don't know a lick of shit about motherfucking wrestling games, 2K. What's that saying? Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. The game ain't out yet, man. Shut the fuck up complaining. I'm the Sinister Minister, Mr. J Sinister. I'm out.